Live from Holbert Arena in Terre Haute, Indiana, RHIT.TV is proud to bring you exciting women's college basketball. This afternoon's contest is an HCAC matchup that features the visiting Transylvania Pioneers and the home team, the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers. Today's broadcast is sponsored by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric provides quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Watch the best Division III basketball on HCAC.TV, where you always have a front row seat, and follow us at HCACD3. Along with our team of producer Ben Wood, camera crew of Savannah Simler and Eric Eaton, and my partner Tony Donahue, this is Clark Chafin. Tony, we're about halfway through the conference season. Transy sits atop the HCAC with a 7-0 conference record. They're 12-0 overall, ranked number 2 in the country, and Rose-Hulman's 4-3 in the conference, which is tied for 4th, 7-7 total. This should be a fun matchup.
Yeah, I think if you're Rose-Hulman, you're thinking upset here. It's a cold Saturday afternoon. You should get a good student section, should get a good crowd here this afternoon from Terre Haute. And, Rose-Hulman getting hot here as of late. Winners of 4 of their last 5, 2 in a row. Their only loss, we did that game right after the new year, a 2-point loss to Franklin College. This is an upset-minded team for Rose-Hulman, but as you mentioned, Transylvania, one of the best teams in the country year in and year out, going for their 48th consecutive win here this afternoon. Should be a good one. Rose-Hulman is finding their rhythm here, coming past after the new year. Obviously, winners of 2 straight 4 of the last 5, as mentioned, and they can keep this one close and out physical Transylvania. I think they might have a chance.
Yeah, let's take a look at Rose-Hulman. Tony, averaging 67 points on offense, 65 given up on the defensive end. They've got 4 double-figure scorers. Grace Rowland averages 12 and 8, was a player of the week in the conference on December 18th. You have Jamie Baum, who averages 12 points. Shamba averages 11 and a half, and Avery Black 10.3. So you have some pieces to go along. You got some firepower. A lot of people can step up and score. What's going to be some keys for Rose-Hulman to come away with a victory today?
Yeah, I think, we've learned this over the last couple of weeks doing some Rose-Hulman games. Shamba's been great. She's great inside. She has no problem lowering the shoulder, getting to the basket, laying it in off the glass. She gets good high percentage looks. Obviously, Grace and Baum are the 2 girls that are going to lead in scoring for Rose-Hulman. I think you've got to get Baum going early. We've seen a couple games where she struggled out of the gates. If you can get her off some screens, get some mid-range jumpers, she's usually money from that mid-range if you can get her some good looks. And then second chance opportunities. Be aggressive on the boards. Don't allow Transylvania, who is a very tall and lengthy team, as we'll mention here coming up, don't allow them to have their second chance opportunities. Crash the boards offensively for second chance opportunities.
575 of them from 40 states and 19 countries, with a record-breaking number of applications. Did you forget about Rose's outstanding class of 2023 and how 99% of the graduates have landed a position in their dream fields, graduate school, or the military?
The renovations to Munch Hall are finally complete, so I'm sure he'll have plenty to eat at the updated Munch Cafe by the new Living Mall.
We just broke ground on a new residence hall that will be ready for fall 2025.
We celebrated a record-breaking homecoming with more than 2,000 alumni, students, and friends commemorating the 100th anniversary of the bonfire with our first ever drone show. We also welcomed 267 employers for our fall career fair. And perhaps the greatest gift of all, the Wall Street Journal named us one of the top 20 best colleges in America, and U.S. News & World Report named us the #1 undergraduate engineering college. You can be a little old for a lot of things, but you're never too old or too far away for Rose-Hulman. 2023 was a year of adventurous journeys, of coming together, of growth. No matter how far away you roam this holiday season, you will never be truly alone as long as Rose is your home.
We're doing things so quickly. A lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We're not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Seats.
Welcome back to the Holbert Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman University. Let's take it down to the public address announcer for today's starting lineups.
Point guard number 15, Sadie Burke. At forward number 23, Sydney Wright. At guard number 24, Kennedy Stacy. At forward number 42, Megan Bond. At forward number 35, Asha Thornton. Head coach today for the Pioneers is Julie Foltz. And now let's read the starting lineup for your Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers. At guard, the 5'9" senior from Westfield, Indiana, number 1, Ashley Black. At guard, the 5'4" freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 3, Sophia Reese. At guard, the 5'10" junior from Los Altos, California, number 5, Jamie Bond. At 4, the 5'10" sophomore from El Paso, Texas, number 12, CK Gallegos Rodriguez. And at 4, the 5'9" senior from Hutton, Texas, number 23, Manuela Shamba. The head coach.
There you have the starting lineups for both squads. Transylvania will go with Worth, Wright, Stacy, Ball, and Thornton. And for Rose-Hulman, they'll go Black, Reese, Baum, Gallego Rodriguez, and Shamba. And we're ready for action. I think it's important for Rose-Hulman to get off to a good start in this contest. Allow them to stay competitive, and the longer you can be with them, certainly the better chance you have, Tony.
Yeah, you got to be upset-minded here, and it'll be interesting to see how they match up. Rose-Hulman does with the size of Transylvania. We'll see how quickly Grace Rowland comes off the bench at 6'2", the freshman. Again, this is a young Rose-Hulman team, so this is a very good opportunity to kind of know where you stand in the conference. And, you play your brand of basketball, get off to a hot start here. You never know what can happen.
Transy controls the tip. Worth will bring it across the timeline. Rose-Hulman will set up in a man-to-man. Worth thought about a three, drives down the lane, and did it go off her leg? It did. A great defensive play by Sophia Reese.
Yeah, Sophia Reese is an X factor on this team. She comes here as a freshman out of Jeffersonville, Indiana. She's feisty. She gets in those passing lanes, and she can knock down open jumpers as well. But defensively, she's so good. We saw that there on that first possession.
Transy goes to the 2-2-1 full court press. Baum brings it across the timeline. Now there's 18 on the shot clock. They'll settle into the zone. Turnaround jump shot. Finds the rim. Ashley Black gets on the board and rose up 2-0.
Yeah, the best way to break that 2-3 zone, you need somebody to come up to right around that free throw line. She turned around, was a little bit surprised at the fact that she had that open shot. Got the first roll of the afternoon. First points on the board for the Fighting Engineers.
2-0 lead, loose ball, and it's taken out of there by Reese. Transition scoop shot, can't get it to go. Battle for it, it'll be tapped out. Reese will control. Shamba with the shot fake, little floater, can't get it to drop, and it'll be cleared by Ball.
I know it's only a minute, 10 seconds in, but you got to like the effort from Rose-Hulman. They've turned over Transylvania on their first 2 possessions, have gotten 3 really good looks, got that first roll on that first possession, but so far so good here early on for the Fighting Engineers.
Really good looks, all shots in the paint for Rose-Hulman, exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Mack and everybody watching out there. She said, hey, we're going to bring it today. We're going to beat them defensively. We'll see what happens.
3-point shot, no good, collected by Gallegos Rodriguez, and here come the Fighting Engineers in transition. They'll reverse the ball. Reese back out the bomb. Nice pass fakes to move that zone. Black again from the wing. Can't get it to go. Loose ball. She gets on the floor. And did it go off of Transylvania? It did not. Thought it may have looked like it had gone off of Lakin ball.
Yeah, again, another possession there where Rose-Hulman got opportunities at good looks. I want to see some more cutting, maybe by Gallegos Rodriguez down low, or Shamba to get under that basket. When they get down into the paint, there's a double team that comes over. If Shamba can come from the opposite side, cut, seal off her woman, her defender, she's going to get a couple good looks. So we'll see if they look to go a little bit more down low into the post.
Kennedy Stacy with the ball as she hits the wing to Worth. Back over to Stacy. She'll shoot from distance, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Ball.
Or jump.
And they'll call a jump ball. Great post-play defense by the Fighting Engineers.
Yeah, and again, as mentioned, look, it was a long three, which led to a long rebound, kind of fell right into the hands there of Transylvania and Lakin Ball, but a great job defensively there, again by Rose-Hulman. They're just going to have to work on beating this pressure, and it leads to a turnover here.
Yeah, Worth in the trap, gets her hands on the ball in the deflection, is able to chase it down, and now they're in the offense. Rose up 2-0. Baum with some defensive pressure. 3 on the way. That's right. No good. And Rose dominating the glass on the defensive end.
Yep. Great job there, not allowing them a second chance opportunity and breaking the pressure here. What's going to be key is Rose-Hulman just getting over that timeline to be able to break that press.
Black, nice inside pivot, a little high-low. Gallegos Rodriguez can't get it to fall. Loose ball, and there'll be a foul. And I think that might be on Black.
But a great job there, just as we talked about in the previous possession. Gallegos Rodriguez sealing her woman off. They found her down low, had a great look, just couldn't quite get it to go. But I think the looks that Rose-Hulman have gotten here in the first 2.5 so minutes of this first quarter is exactly what you would want.
There's a drive by Wright. Stacy over in the corner, Worth for 3. This one's true.
Yeah, you give them wide open looks like that. There's a reason why they've won 47 games in a row. They can knock down the 3. They can beat you in so many different ways. So you just want to see faster rotation defensively if you're Rose-Hulman. Shoot it. You got it. Oh, she had the shot. I don't think she realized how open she was.
Baum now on top. Over to Reese. Baum drive the lane, and there'll be a hands check foul. That'll go on Worth.
See, offensively, Baum is going to have to put the pressure on Transylvania defensively by attacking the rim. Make that double team come. When you're double teamed, obviously somebody's going to be open. Find that open woman for a good look. So Baum penetrates to the rim. She's going to have a good chance to either get a good look at a bucket, or when that double team comes, find her open teammate for a better look.
Yeah, punch those gaps. Make sure that you're getting 2 people guarding you, because then that's going to free up one of your teammates. There's a drive down the right side by Reese. Cut off nicely. Underneath.
Great extra pass there by Gallegos Rodriguez. Shamba just couldn't get it to go, but a great extra pass. They got under the rim, and we'll see when Grace Rowland checks back in here for the first time. She's going to knock those down. She's almost deadly from inside of 3 feet.
Deja Thornton couldn't get it to fall. And it'll stay here with Transylvania. The substitutions checking in. Grace Rowland will replace Shamba.
Big test for Rowland here as a freshman. She's been player of the week. She's got a really good mid-range jump shot, and what we've learned on the first couple of possessions here, she's fouled there, you got to call that. But we've learned in the first couple of possessions that there's going to be some good looks, some good opportunities down low. We'll see if Grace Rowland, who has high percentage looks from down low, if she can finish them off here.
Baum on the transition was fouled. That'll be the second team foul for Transy. And the first foul, and it's on Kennedy Stacy. Rose will inbound as we're halfway through quarter 1. Reese in the short corner. Skip past the Baum. Step back 17-footer, got it.
That's what we talked about in the pregame, getting her good looks off of screens. The mid-range jumper is her game. She proves it there, and getting her off to a good start is going to be key in this one. First shot goes in for Baum.
Yeah, is able to have that little step back, Tony, to create some space and knocked it in. Meanwhile, good defensive pressure on the other side. 3-pointer, no good. And Reese gets the rebound.
And Rose-Hulman doing a great job of, one, out-physically Transylvania, and also not allowing them second chance opportunities. They are aggressive on the glass here early.
Three-point in the corner is good.
Grace Rowland, she's money. She can hit it from anywhere on the court. She has one of the best jumpers you'll see on the D3 level. She shows it there fresh off the bench. It's 7-3 early on here for Rose-Hulman.
Give credit to Avery Black there in the middle of the zone as she found it, but answering right away is Kennedy Stacy and cuts that lead to 1 at 7-6.
They love to shoot the three. This is the team I'd love to play on. They love to shoot the three. They're getting good looks. That's the second three ball they've gotten to go down. 2 of 6 here early.
Reese with the look. It didn't look like Rowland was ready for it as we take a look at that three-pointer by Rowland in the corner.
Great pass, gets her shoulders squared towards the rim and knocks it down.
We'll take a timeout. Rose on top, 7-6.
So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. I really grew a lot being as part of the team. Last year, through Rose Rocketry, I was able to attend SED's Space Vision 2022, which was a student conference for people who want to get involved in space. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to so many people within the space industry who come together and say, this is what the next goals for space are. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
Fans, this broadcast is copyrighted by RHIT.TV and the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology is prohibited. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remain in quarter one. Clark Chafin, Tony Donahue bringing you the action. Tony, what do you see so far the first quarter?
Yeah, Rose-Hulman off to a really good start. They've gotten high percentage looks, and a lot of those haven't fallen. We saw early in that first quarter in the paint, a couple balls fall off the rim. Transylvania hasn't panicked. They've knocked down 2 threes. That's their 6 points, and they love to shoot it right on cue, knocking down another 3 ball. That's the second here of the first quarter for Stacy.
Kendi Stacy on the right wing as Rose went to a 2-3 zone after that media timeout. And they're able to take their first lead of the contest.
And Amelia Diaz checking in. She's a Spitfire. She's one that's going to get on the ground. She's going to get those 50-50 balls. Look for her to get going here.
Baum answers with a 3 from straight on.
And Baum with her second bucket of this first quarter. She's got 5 early. And again, that's her range right there. She's got a jump shot. She knocks it in. They're going to need her to go off this afternoon.
Stacy on the drive. Throws it over to Ball.
Great job by Rowland there to fight through the screen, and then here's the help. Leads to an open 3. You're just going to have to be bouncing around.
Yeah, almost got the roll. Shamba checked in the rebound, and they push it up ahead. At the rim was Diaz, and it's contested. Transy with the rebound.
I think Diaz was waiting for the contact there. Didn't come, ends up missing the layup. But a great job there by Baum. And here's Diaz. She's a Spitfire. She'll get on the floor. She'll get in those passing lanes.
And there's a nice job by Diaz to read that pass as we take a look at this bomb 3, Tony.
Yeah, and just nice job here by Rowland, gathering herself, getting it out the bomb. And she loves to step into those jump shots. She shows it there by knocking it down.
Checking in is Sydney Wright for the Pioneers. Rose on top 10-9. Stacy over to Thornton, little high-low.
Yep. Great job by Baum there to get her hand in the passing lane, get position, leads to a steal and a turnover. We'll see if Rose can get more points off of the turnover. They've done a great job of disrupting the passing lanes defensively.
They work it around the perimeter. Rowland shot fakes. Picks up her dribble, cross court. Now they get the bomb in mid-range. Rowland in the other corner for 3. Can't get this one to fall.
Another good look, though. She just fell right off the rim, but had a good look. Was confident in her shot. Didn't hesitate.
Worth on the drive. There's a shot fake by Stacy. Harris, nice backdoor cut by Worth. And the bounce pass leads to an and-one opportunity for Sadie Worth.
And you see why they're number 2 in the country there, right? You think maybe they're going to shoot another 3, which they've done a lot here in the first quarter. Quick backdoor action leads to the layup and the foul with the opportunity for the and-one. Transy back on top by 1.
Worth to the free throw line. And substitutions both ways. Kimlegore checks in, Sierra Kimlegore, 5'8" sophomore for Transylvania. As the free throw by Worth is good.
And both teams here, Clark, have had answers offensively. It's been back and forth here in this first quarter. Neither team leading by more than 3.
Shamba on the baseline. As try to free up Baum in the corner. Black drives, pulls up from 10, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Thornton with the block, and they're going to call a foul on Gallegos Rodriguez.
Again, though, Rose-Hulman getting great high percentage looks. They're just not getting them to go down here in this first quarter.
You know, Deja Thornton's only listed as 5'11", but with her wingspan, and jumping ability, she really can contest any shot in that painted area.
Bombs played the entire first quarter here.
Thornton, they'll drive. Really like to attack the middle of the paint. Here's Thornton on the drive. Reverse pivots.
Yeah.
Nice money move by Deja Thornton.
Yeah, she's got the length, as you see there. She's got the height. Just a nice mid-range jump shot. She's going to knock that down every time.
One of those fifth-year players that the Pioneers have is pass a little too low. Black gets her hand on it. Shamba, Euro step. Can't get it to drop. Thornton with the rebound. We're under a minute to play in quarter 1. Worth with the ball. Here's the drive. A lot of weaving up top.
Travel.
And a good call, Tony. A travel is Thornton.
I'd probably sit Bomb here maybe for the remainder of the 39 seconds. You're going to need her throughout the afternoon. You can kind of get an extended rest here.
Reese will check in.
So Bomb's going to stay out there. I mean, look, they absolutely need her on the court. She's hot right now, 2 of 2 to start things off. But
so Bomb will take the inbounds pass. Kind of a matchup zone here by Transylvania.
Yeah, if you're Rose here, you want to be patient. There's a 9-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
There's Black in the short corner. Double teamed, and it's stolen away by Transy's Kennedy Harris.
Yeah, just got to communicate a little bit better. When the double team comes, you got to know where that open player is. It may lead to a cross-court skip pass, but there's going to be a teammate open for Rose-Hulman. They're just going to need to find it and have better passes.
Worth one-on-one, breaks it down. 4 seconds remain. Jump shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of action. And a competitive first quarter it was. We'll take a break. Transy on top of Rose, 14-10.
So I started working on Babcock Ranch 16 years ago. We designed a sustainable community that is also storm resilient, and also it has a ton of flood control associated with it. It has 75 megawatt solar facilities on site, which will cover the entire 18,000 acre community. In September of 2022, we had Hurricane Ian. We had 150 mile an hour sustained winds for about 10 hours and 21 inches of rain. Babcock really had little to no damage at all. We were the only place in a 2-county area that had any electric or any available drinking water that did not need to be boiled. And Rose really prepares you to go out, think outside the box, and problem solve. And I think for any major at Rose-Hulman, that's what you're getting. You have the ability to go out and create something new and innovate and change the way that we live as humans today.
Welcome back to Holbert Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. After one, the Transylvania Pioneers leads Rose by a score of 14-10. Tony, first quarter thoughts?
Yeah, I thought Rose-Hulman defensively did a good job of protecting the basketball, turning Transylvania over. They got into the passing lanes. They disrupted it. They also did a good job of breaking the press that Transylvania threw at them. Now, what can they do with this 2-3 zone? You're going to get double team, find some open looks. They had some really good high percentage shots in that first quarter. They just couldn't get some of them to go down.
Nice steal by Kim Legore on the skip pass. And there's a back cut and can't get it to fall. Battle for it. As Sydney Wright comes away with the basketball. The Pioneers get back into their offense.
Short.
Three-pointer short. Shamba with the rebound.
Oh, that should have been a foul.
Thought so too. They grabbed it from around the back, but they're going to call a jump ball, and it'll go to Rose-Hulman.
They're keeping it, yeah, and we saw that from up here. Coach Paul not happy with it. There was some contact.
Well, it was from around the back of her was I think what you saw, Tony,
so
like a
unlucky bounce there to start the first minute of the second quarter here.
Kim Legore on the drive, taken away by Shamba. Here comes Rose on the attack.
Great job by Sophia Reese. Tapping the ball out from behind leads to yet another Transylvania turnover.
Transy had 5 turnovers in that first quarter. They only averaged 13 a game. So the Rose defense making a big statement. Reese drives. Kim gets the call. Coming out of the pack is Stacy Wright.
Yeah, there's been a couple times that Rose-Hulman has driven into the lane and not gotten a call. And that's a good quick timeout by Coach Paul there.
Stacy for a 3. And we'll keep it here and let you know that officially human, our mission is to restore respect to games officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Thank you to our officials, for without them we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job, and we also like to thank Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. Offers traditional food like Grandma used to make. A great staff and even better food. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday, or you can call ahead at 317-760-1640. That's Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. Tony, a quick timeout here by Rose-Hulman. Kind of stopped that momentum. You can kind of feel it slipping away. Rose was ahead 10-9. Transy on an 8-0 run here and taking the lead up to 7. Good timeout to settle things back down, get a good shot here on the offensive end, and then to establish that defense. You forced Transy into several turnovers, 6 to be exact, and you've rebounded the ball well on the defensive end with 5 rebounds. So it's important on this offensive possession to get what you want.
Yeah, and contest the three-point shot. Transylvania loves to shoot it from the outside. We've seen that early on here. I believe 12 of their 17 points are via the three-pointer here through the first quarter and the first minute and 14 seconds of the second quarter. So you want to contest those threes, block out, get the rebound, and push it in transition if you're Rose-Hulman.
Fans, don't forget that you can also contact us at IndianaSRN at sales@IndianaSRN to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. Central Indiana sports leader, IndianaSRN. Black for 3. Got it!
Look good there. That great extra pass. They broke that 2-3 pressure. You're going to have an open look when you get double teamed. They found it there. And a great job from the outside. Ashley Black knocking it down.
Good look and good play out of the timeout. Meanwhile, Transy back with the back cut. Kennedy Stacy with the left hand. Another fifth-year senior will finish.
Take away that back door cut and take away the three-point line. Make Transy do something that they're uncomfortable with. They're getting a lot of looks from that back door cut. They're getting a lot of looks from the outside.
Baum on top. Skip past to Reese. Nothing there. They'll reset. 10 on the shot clock. Drive cut off. Here's Black. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Baum going to have to force it up. And a shot clock violation as Kennedy Stacy was all over Baum about 25 feet away from the basket.
Yeah, and honestly there, the shot clock violation kind of
helped Rose.
Helped Rose a little bit there because Transylvania would have been on a clear one-on-one going all the way to the rim, had an open lane. So a little bit of a bailout there with the shot clock violation. Watch these backdoor cuts and eliminate the 3-ball. Make Transylvania drive and kick.
They like to run that weave out top as there's a steal by Rose-Hulman.
Great job by Shamba, just getting in that passing lane, deflecting the pass. Reese there to scoop it up. Great pump fake here into a great-looking shot. Just couldn't quite get it to go.
Black misses at the rim, taken away by Ball for the defensive rebound. Inside deep post position is Thornton. She's double-teamed, and they're going to call a reach-in foul as she was trying to get rid of it. It's Jamie Baum's foul. It's her first team foul, number 1, as Rowland checks in, as well as Diaz for Rose-Hulman.
Baum going to get her first rest of the afternoon here. I don't expect it to be for too long. They need her and her offensive prowl out there. And just backdoor cut here again. They're going to set these back screens, which is going to lead to Rose-Hulman having to switch off. You have to communicate when that back screen is coming. We've seen now 6 points, possibly a 7th here with the and 1 coming from the back door.
Nice baseline out of bounds play. All the action was going to the right side, the strong side of the court. And Kennedy Stacy just cut the other way, got ahead of the defender. Finished with the left hand, and she'll finish the 3-point play. And the lead extended to 9.
Yeah, if you're the Fighting Engineers, you're happy with the looks you're getting. They're just not going in. They've had some high percentage looks just fall off the rim. As you and I learned here earlier when we got here earlier, this is a difficult side of the gym to shoot on.
There's a kick out. Diaz will drive to the paint, cut off by Ball, and she took an extra step. It's one where I think if she just comes to a jump stop a little more under control, then she can either play out of that from shooting or passing and helping a teammate. As the substitution comes in, Shamba will replace Gallego Rodriguez.
Yeah, one of the lost arts in high school and college basketball is the jump shot. There's a jump stop, pump fake.
Yeah.
Get a good look.
High post feed to Ball. Plays that to a cutting Kennedy Stacy, and a nice drive and finish for Kennedy Stacy.
And just like that, it's an 11-point game. Here's the steal. Tried to throw it off of her, and she did. So Transylvania very aggressive here defensively. We talked about one of the keys for Rose-Hulman was to out-physical Transylvania. They did that in that first quarter, which led them to a lead. But here to start this second quarter, it's been all Transylvania.
And how about Kennedy Stacy? 16 of Transy's 24 points off her play. She is 6 of 7 from the field and 3 of 4 from behind the 3-point line. They'll let her go again. This one's a little wide, but she'll draw the foul. As Black contested, got her on the arm. Stacy will go to the free throw line where she's 1 for 1.
Yeah, Ashley Black just a little bit late getting there on the closeout. Made a little bit of contact. They're going to call that. You got to allow the shooter to land, and it's going to put Transylvania on the line for 3.
Stacy's first free throw is true. Averages 11 points per game, already well over that. The second one's also in. Checking in for Transy is Emily Teal, 6'1" junior.
As we talked about, they have height. We see that.
And all 3 free throws by Stacy are good, 27-13.
And they've got Peyton Miller out there, the senior at 6 foot. And she comes up with a steal.
Stacy will bring it across the timeline. Guarded closely by Diaz. Rose-Hulman staying in the man-to-man. We've seen Rose-Hulman, Tony, in past games have success changing to a 2-3 zone. That might be something that Coach Paul might want to look at, just to get him a different look and see if that will slow up this Transy offense as substitutions continue. Kim McClure checks in again for the Pioneers. And Baum is checked in for Rose. As you said, Tony, not a big rest for her as she's back on the attack.
Yeah, and they got her going in that first quarter. She hasn't made a shot attempt here in the second quarter. We'll see if they try to find her.
Another traveling violation, just dragging that pivot foot. They're getting in the paint where you want your offense to happen.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman's going to have to eliminate these turnovers, which is probably the most obvious statement of the afternoon. But we'll see what they can do here at full court pressure. Maybe they turn Transylvania over. You're a little bit over the halfway point here in the second quarter. Can you win this final 5:30 and take some momentum into the locker room with you?
It's now 10 turnovers for Rose-Hulman. There's a high-low, and into the post, and two for Teal.
Roland, good defense there. Hands are up. She stayed on the ground. Just a better shot.
A 20-3 run by Transy. There's a drive by Roland.
And a great decision there by Grace Roland. She hit that three ball early, gets the pump fake. Another good look at the rim. Rose-Hulman just not been able to take advantage of these high percentage looks.
Worth on the drive. Over to Thornton. She'll try a three. Won't get it to go, but from behind, it's stolen by Gimmelgore.
And a charge. Or they're going to call her on a hook heading to the rim. But look, there's a reason why Transylvania's won 47 in a row. They don't allow you second chance opportunities. They turn you over. They're aggressive, and they knock down their threes, and that's led to this 29-13 lead.
A win today by Transylvania will break UConn's 47-game win streak, which was set in 2013 through 2015. This streak started, Tony, November 18th of 2022.
Ooh.
So a long time ago. Gimmelgore will get the foul. That's her first. Team foul number 3.
We'll see what the officials are looking at here as they come over to the scorer's stand. They're going to discuss it.
Give us a time to let you know that Wheeler Mission, for 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. Volunteer today at 317-686-6239. Thank you to Wheeler Mission. 4:34 here in the second quarter. Black holds the ball. There's a look inside, trying to get it to Grace Roland.
Yeah, you want to get Jamie Baum a good look here. She hasn't shot it here in the second quarter. Shamba takes it in, clearly fouled.
Shamba draws some contact as she drove down the left-hand side of the lane and will earn an opportunity to shoot some free throws.
I'll wait till after she shoots the 2 free throws to tell you how great of a free throw shooter that she is.
You want that announcer's curse, the substitutions in. Reese checking back in. And Shamba will shoot 2 free throws. First one is no good, so there was no announcer jinx, Tony.
I tried not to. Try not to.
Second attempt is good.
It's the friendly roll.
Here comes Rose with a little 2-2-1 pressure itself. Thornton gets it across the timeline, gets it back to Fultz, and they're able to play, or Worth rather. Thornton drives. Gilmore has it. This is Flynn. Just checked in as well. 4 on the shot clock. Out to the wing, into the post.
Shot clock violation. So great defensive stance there. Again, we talked about at the 5:30 mark. Can you win the remainder of this quarter? A couple big stops there. Let's see if they can turn this into points after a great defensive possession there by Rose-Hulman.
So here comes the Fighting Engineers. They're working around the perimeter. Black has it. Over to Baum. Black for 3. Short, no. Teal clears for Transy. In transition. Thornton in the post scores. Deja Thornton establishes early post position and gets the basket.
Looks like Gallegos Rodriguez was upset, got tripped there, maybe turned her ankle. She'll head to the bench and get looked at.
Looked like he got tangled up on the rebound attempt after that three by Black. Rowland checks back in for her. Reese, Baum, Rowland, Diaz, and Shamba on the court right now for Rose.
If you're Rose-Hulman, I want to see quicker passes, not like that, quicker passes, quicker decisions. Get the defense moving in the opposite direction of where you're going to throw the basketball, which is going to lead to better looks. And they've completely gone away from Baum here. If they want to come back into this contest, they have to get Baum going. She's only shot the basketball twice. She's knocked both of her shots down.
Sophia Reese gets called for the foul. That's tough for Rose because that's her third foul. So she'll have to sit the rest of the half. And it's the fourth team foul. Harris with the ball inside of the post. We're going to call a moving screen on Thornton. Her first foul, team foul number 3 with 2:51 to go.
Let's get Baum a good look here. Coming off of a screen, get her a nice mid-range jumper.
Diaz. It's so easy, Tony, when you play a zone to catch and kind of stand still.
Yeah.
You still have to move and pass fake, as that shot was short by Diaz.
Yeah, offensively for Rose-Hulman, they're not setting screens. They're trying to break the 2-3 zone with passing, and it just hasn't worked. And again here, you give anybody on this floor for Transylvania open space, they're going to knock down a three.
Worth hits one from deep, and the lead now extended to 20 points. Baum tries to answer from the other end, and she does.
She's 3 for 3 from the field. She has 8 points. They're going to have to keep feeding her the basketball if they want to come back in this one down 17.
Worth with it. Under 2 to go here in quarter number 2. Man-to-man defense by Rose-Hulman. We'll skip past 3 on the way by Harris. That one's off. Shamba gets the rebound, and they're going to call a foul as we take a look at this 3-point shot by Baum.
Yep, Baum likes to do this. She gets a little bit of space. If she can get her right foot planted, she gets great looks at the 3 there, knocks it down. She's 3 for 3 this afternoon. Let's see if they try to get her another look to maybe cut this to a 15-point lead.
Randolph is in the game for Rose-Hulman. She'll bring it across the timeline.
Shoot it.
She did. Same spot, same result.
Bango from deep.
Jamie Baum.
11 points, 4 for 4 shooting.
He cuts it to 14, which was a 20-point lead, the biggest. Now after back-to-back threes, it's 14, and here comes the Transy offense. Right into the post to Thornton. She goes to her left shoulder. Nice double team by Rowland. Leads to the miss, and here comes Baum.
Baum's feeling it here. I would attack the rim.
See if they can get her a shot through the offense. Diaz in the middle to Shamba. They reverse it to her. Baum tries to drive on Thornton. Tangled up, 10 on the shot clock. There's Shamba on the drive, left hand scoop, won't fall.
And there's been multiple looks in this first half for Rose-Hulman that have spun out on them down low.
3 from the corner by Wright, no good. Battle for a rebound. Harris tries to save it. Diaz on the floor, and Rose-Hulman gets it with no shot clock. They'll play for the last shot.
Yeah, I would slow it up here. You've got a little bit of momentum. I would come up, set a high ball screen for Baum, see if you can get her to a nice mid-range jump shot here. Watch for Rowland to come up and set the screens, about 8 seconds.
Here's Baum, rolling with the screen, and they're going to call a foul on Worth, putting 2 hands on her, and now put Jamie Baum at the free throw line.
Yeah, and Baum's been hot. Keep the ball in her hand. Thinks about it here, thinks about it, and then says, you know what? I just did this about
that was almost
a minute ago.
A replay of the possession before. Same spot on the court. Got that right foot planted, as Tony mentioned, those little details. Ashley Black's going to check in.
Yeah, so you've got 6.5 seconds on the clock here. Obviously ideal for Baum to knock down both these. Then defend without fouling. Transylvania's going to go quickly. Don't bail them out. They're not probably going to get a good look off in 6.6 seconds, but don't bail them out with the foul.
Baum makes the first free throw. She'll have one more. Can cut it to 12. She misses. Oh, it's almost stolen. Here's Kennedy Stacy.
I hit it from there earlier. Can she do it? Oh.
Front rim, no, and that'll do it for our first half. Transylvania on a big 20-3 run took a 20-point advantage at 34-14, but since that point, Tony, Rose with a little fight of their own comes back on a little 7-0 run, and we go to half in a 34-21 Transylvania lead. Thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit back and forth there. Transylvania can put up points quickly. We saw that as they went on that massive run to go up by 20. But we talked about at the 5:30 mark. Can Rose-Hulman win the rest of the quarter? And they did. They got Baum going. She obviously missed that free throw there to end the half, but they turned the basketball over. They finally got some calls to go their way. I've been impressed by Rose-Hulman getting good looks, getting good high percentage shots. They just haven't got them to fall as much as they would like here in that first half. Maybe you switch sides a little bit. Maybe you get those rolls on the other end, and you could be able to, when you come out of the locker room, you want to cut this down to single digits as quickly as you can.
Well, we'll take a short break. We'll come back and we'll have a halftime guest. Precious Saley, one of the top women's golfers for Rose-Hulman, will sit down with Tony and answer a few questions. It's halftime here at Rose-Hulman. Transy on top 34-21 on RHIT.TV.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
We are back here from Terre Haute, Indiana, halftime of Transylvania on the road taking on the Fighting Engineers 34-21. Tony Clark Chafin with you here on a cold and balmy, snowy Saturday afternoon. But let's talk a little women's golf with Precious Saley. First of all, you're from California. Are you used to what we have outside right now?
No, it's really different from where I'm from, since the lowest we've ever gotten is at 50.
Yeah. So talk about training for golf. There's indoor facilities here, but on cold days like today, what's this week like kind of getting ready for the season?
So, yeah, like we would get into at least in the weight room to get the training to get our strength up, and then sometimes we go in the sim room just to get our swing up to date, since we want to be prepared for the conference that's coming up.
Talk about your expectations for your senior year coming up here, and what are some goals maybe you set for yourself?
I mean, for me personally, I want to beat my personal record of a 69, and for the team, I just want us to do our best. Obviously, win the conference, get to nationals, be top like 20 in nationals at least, beat our record from previous years when we got into nationals. But overall, I just want us to have fun as well.
I shot a 69 one time on the front nine. I'm not very good. I'm a shank specialist. You're a member of a 3-time HCAC championship team. When you look back on your time here so far doing that, obviously that's a goal that you're going to want to have again.
Yeah.
Talk about as well just the travel you guys do, right? There's a lot of travel. I get to see some great golf courses. That's a good way for teams to bond as well on the road.
Yeah, it's always new sites, new courses where we just don't know what the course is like, and also since it's also in a different state sometimes, the grass is different, which is really interesting. And then we just try to figure out, do our best, and just like go out there and like try our hardest.
So not only are you learning new courses, but you're still first in the school record book in scoring average. So that just shows how great your skill is. Also coming up, March 2nd looks like the spring season starts. The Music City Shootout. Hopefully there's much better weather down in Nashville. What do you know about that course, and how much does getting in the sim and kind of learning where things are help you as well?
It's It's more technical since you're just working with not even real grass and just a projector showing you like the fake golf course. But at least it helps you with like the technical skills of how your swing speed is, how your ball flight is, something like that, to like know the nitty gritty instead of just like, oh, I'm just swinging and it's going straight. It's like, okay, it's going straight, but am I doing something correctly in my swing?
Yeah. Who's some of your favorite golfers, or maybe some players that you watched growing up that you modeled your game after?
I mean, when I was a kid, I would always love watching the PGA Tour, seeing Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and then later up seeing Rory and all those people.
Are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm a righty.
Okay, I was gonna say, when you said Phil Mickelson, I thought maybe you were a lefty. Obviously, the Masters coming up. We got to get you down to Augusta, play around there. They won't allow me because I'll tear up the place. But,
yeah.
But you can go down there and press. Well, we thank you so much, Precious Saley. Congratulations on what you've done up to this point.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
with 3 HCAC championships. Getting ready to get things underway March 2nd down at the Music City Shootout. Best of luck with your senior campaign.
Thank you.
Again, Rose-Hulman Golf, one of the top women's golfers in the country on the D3 level. When we come back, we'll take a look at the second half. Rose-Hulman trailing by 13.5. You're watching College Hoops on RHIT.TV.
If there is one thing wrong in your aircraft, you're gonna fail. Finding the right answer and trying again, that's really what dragged me to aerospace. This is a 3D printed airplane which I made over my freshman year at Rose-Hulman that can be radio controlled and flown. I saw other people making amazing stuff on 3D printers, and I thought if I combined that art of 3D printing with engineering, I could make something as complex as an airplane. So I got the idea as a sophomore in high school, and I just tried. I did it. I failed a couple times, but it all changed when I came to Rose-Hulman. I got in touch with Dr. Riley, who is an aerospace and ME professor, who really asked me great questions about the concepts of my design. So pursuing such project as a freshman, it just lets me feel amazing that I have still 3 years to do something much more complex than this, and it will lead me much further. So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. I really grew a lot being as part of the team. Last year, through Rose Rocketry, I was able to attend SED Space Vision 2022, which was a student conference for people who want to get involved in space. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to so many people within the space industry who come together and say, this is what the next goals for space are. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
$575 of them from 40 states and 19 countries, with a record-breaking number of applications. Did you forget about Rose's outstanding class of 2023 and how 99% of the graduates have landed a position in their dream fields, graduate school, or the military?
The renovations to Munch Hall are finally complete, so I'm sure he'll have plenty to eat at the updated Munch Cafe by the new living mall.
We just broke ground on a new residence hall that will be ready for fall 2025.
We celebrated a record-breaking homecoming with more than 2,000 alumni, students, and friends commemorating the 100th anniversary of the bonfire with our first ever drone show. We also welcomed 267 employers for our fall career fair. And perhaps the greatest gift of all, the Wall Street Journal named us to one of the top 20 best colleges in America, and U.S. News & World Report named us the #1 undergraduate engineering college. You can be a little old for a lot of things, but you're never too old or too far away for Rose-Hulman. 2023 was a year of adventurous journeys, of coming together, of growth. No matter how far away you roam this holiday season, you will never be truly alone as long as Rose is your home.
Welcome back to Holbert Arena, campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Transylvania leading Rose-Hulman by a score of 34-21. here at halftime. Let's take a look at some halftime stats. First, we'll look at the Transylvania Pioneers as a team shooting 39% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. They are 7 of 14 from the field, and also have a 1 from 1 from the free throw line, so 100% on the first half. Sydney Wright leading the way with 16 points. Also scoring is Lakin Bell. Bell with 4 points. As Deja Thornton also in the game. Thornton has 9 points. Kennedy Stacy leading the way with 19 points, rather. Emily Till with 2 points. Deja Thornton with 4. Sydney Worth with 9. That rounds out the scoring for Transylvania. For Rose-Hulman, shooting 32% from the field, 71% from three-point land, 5 for 7, keeping them in the game, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. A strength usually for the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers. Only 50% right now scoring for them, but led by Jamie Baum. Baum with 12 points. Ashley Black has 5. 3 points for Grace Rowland. And Shamba with 1 point from the free throw line. Largest lead, 20 points for Transylvania at 34-14. Rose-Hulman had a 4-point lead early at 7-3, and that takes us to our halftime score of 34-21. Tony, as we say here, and the teams start to come back out after their halftime conversations, you see as some changes for either, well, first of all, let's take a look at Transylvania. What do you do differently, if you do anything at all, that might be a change for you in philosophy?
Yeah, I think if you're Transylvania, just keep your foot on the gas pedal, bring that defensive pressure. They've done a great job defensively of bringing that 2-3 zone, making Rose-Hulman uncomfortable. If I'm the Fighting Engineers, man, they've had so many good looks in the paint. To have 0 points in the paint in that first half, maybe it's changing sides will help them out. You never know. But they got some really good high percentage looks down low. They just couldn't get them to go compared to Transylvania's 14 points in the paint. If I'm Rose-Hulman, you got to run Kennedy Stacy off the line. Force her into some contested shots. She's 6 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown, as you mentioned, with those 19 points. Eliminate turnovers. Transylvania 12 points off of the turnover. Both teams doing a great job not allowing second chance opportunities. There has been 0 second chance points here in this game so far. But if I told you at halftime that at one point Rose-Hulman would be down by 20 and they stole some momentum going into the halftime, only trailing by 13 and only allowing 3 fast break points, I think you would take that. Rose-Hulman's got to come off to a good start here in the second half. Get Baum going. She's been hot in that first half. They kind of went away from her midway through that second quarter. She's 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from downtown. She's got 12 points. Get off to a good start here. Run Transylvania off of that three-point line and continue to do a great job of not allowing second chance opportunities.
Yeah, one stat that sticks out to me, Tony, both teams with 10 turnovers, but if you look at points off turnovers, Transy has 10 points off of those Rose-Hulman 10 turnovers. Most of those turnovers are live ball actions where they can get some transition and easy baskets. Meanwhile, the 10 turnovers for Transylvania has only led to 3 Rose-Hulman points. So it tells you that those dead ball turnovers, they're not able to convert into some transition, into some easy baskets. And when that Transy defense can get set up in that matchup zone that they like to play, it can cause some problems. So certainly need to get Baum going as well offensively, as you mentioned. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from deep. Really, the only miss she's had is that free throw attempt. So got to continue to push the pace with her and see what you can do in there here in the second half. Very important to get going at the beginning of this second half.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough, you know, you look at Rose-Hulman and you see 0 points in the paint. But, Clark, they have had so many good looks, good opportunities that just balls have spun off the rim, hit the backboard too hard, and spun out on them. If you convert on, let's say 50% of those buckets you had down low that you missed, this would be a single-digit game. It would probably be 34-27 in that range as well. So if you can knock down some of those high percentage close to the rim baskets, that's how Rose-Hulman is going to get back into this one.
Again, team field goal percentage, and also a glaring stat, Transy shooting 44% in the first half to Rose's 30%. Boilermaker Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermaker Union Local 374 or call us at 219-845-1000. That's 219-845-1000. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org so that we can discuss how to customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. We are Central Indiana sports leader. Rose will get the ball to start the second half. Hopefully they can continue some of that momentum they took into halftime.
Yeah, defensively run Transylvania off the three-point line as Grace Rowland starts the second half here and defend that backdoor cut. They've gotten too many good looks, has Transylvania via that backdoor back screen.
In the post to Shamba. Deflected and stolen away by Stacy. She'll take it in and score. Kennedy Stacy continues her hot performance. Gives her now 21. Comes in averaging only 11.
Yeah, and Shama just a little bit of a hesitation on that pass there, led to the steal. Let's see if Baum can keep it going here, and that one way off the mark.
Yeah, wasn't as ready to shoot, and definitely Transy had a hand in her face. Still coming away with the rebound. Interesting to see Diaz here on the defensive end, just face guarding Stacy.
That belongs to Rose-Hulman.
I think the officials will talk it over.
Yep, that's a good call.
Good job by the officials. They're officially human, but they officially talked that one out. Good job by those guys.
Yeah, it was deflected off of the Rose-Hulman player and then bounced off Stacy out of bounds. So great job there by the officials to get together. Kind of a weird angle in the corner for everybody except for us because we were right on top of that one.
Little high-low to Rowland, and she catches and finishes. Grace Rowland.
And Rowland using her size there, seals off her defender, was very patient, hesitated a little bit, got the defender off the air and bounced it in off the backboard.
Diaz a little too close to guarding Kennedy Stacy, and she'll be called for the foul. Her first foul, team foul number 1 here in quarter number 3. If you just watch that matchup off the ball, you're going to see Diaz shadow Stacy wherever she goes. She'll have no more help responsibility. Rowland gets a hand in the pass and it's stolen.
Great job by Rowland there to be aggressive, get a hand up in the passing lane, force a turnover. They're going to feed her and reward her, and she got hit right on the arm. They're going to call it there. And one of the best free throw shooters that Rose-Hulman has will go to the free throw line for 2.
They'll call the foul on Lakin Ball. That's her first foul. Team foul number 1. Grace Rowland will go to the charity stripe and knock it down.
As they said in White Men Can't Jump. Pretty. So pretty. She's got one of the best mid-range shots you'll see on the D3 level.
Nice rotation. Cuts it down to an 11-point lead.
And I like that they came out with Amelia Diaz here. She, as I mentioned earlier, is a spitfire. She's not going to score you a lot of points. She's not going to do the things that are going to show up in the scoreboard or in the scorebook. But look, she's guarding their best player. She's sticking to her. And Rose-Hulman saying, we're going to make somebody else beat us.
And Rose will get the defensive stop as Stacy couldn't corral the offensive rebound. And going back to the end of the second quarter to this point, Tony, it's an 11-2 Rose-Hulman run and a chance to get it to single digits.
And they're hanging around. If they can protect the basketball offensively here and find themselves in good looks, they'll have a chance to come back in this one.
Shamba, skip pass over to Black. Looks at the high post, 10 on the shot clock. Rowland to Black for three. He had a hit. No call, misses the shot.
Rowland had a good look. She was looking to pass it immediately. If she would have looked, she would have had a good look and jump shot that she could have stepped into. And that's the third turnover here in the first less than 3 minutes of this third quarter. So the defense for Rose-Hulman really making Transylvania uncomfortable.
Yeah, Transy comes in just averaging 13 turnovers a contest.
Diaz, cut. Oh, she had that backdoor opportunity.
Here she goes on the drive. Cut off by Wright. Baum with it now. A little high-low Black in the middle.
And again, another high percentage look. When you come to that free throw line to break that 2-3 zone, you're going to have a good chance at a bucket. Maybe some rotation would get Grace Rowland to take that shot, which would be right in her sweet spot.
Black cuts off Wright as Stacy drives. This will be a foul on Diaz. That's her second foul. Team second.
And I think when you get to the media timeout here right around that 5-minute mark, if you can have this in the single digits, you start thinking, all right, what are we doing right? Which is forcing turnovers, getting hands in the passing lanes. Diaz there, maybe she must have grabbed her by the hip around, but I thought she got in there.
I thought she played really physical defense, and actually I thought she beat Stacy to the spot. They'll get her third foul, so she'll go out of the game. Sophia Reese checks back in.
But that's what you want out of Diaz, right? Hey, look, you may foul out, but we want you to be aggressive. We want you to make Transylvania uncomfortable. It's a little bit of over the back there that they didn't call.
They go off Thornton. Rose will get in it with him. Another opportunity to cut into this lead. Try to get it to single digits. Get it inside to Rowland. Nice inside pivot. Bomb. Ooh. Good pass fake. Rowland for three in the corner. Got it!
Splash. Her second three. And it's an 8-point game as we reach the 6-minute mark of the third quarter.
Grace Rowland, that corner spot has been her sweet spot as she's nailed two. In the post.
Nice strip there.
Baum gets her hand in there, strips the ball. Reese in transition.
Give it the Bomb here on the trail.
Thought about it, back to Reese inside to Shamba. Thornton will kick it out. And it'll stay with Rose.
Yeah, a golden opportunity here for Rose-Hulman to run an out-of-bounds play to get a good look going towards the basket. Let's see if they can get a down screen for maybe Rowland to get a good look at the rim.
Sierra Kimlegore will check back in. She'll replace Wright. Bomb with the top. Black to Bomb inside. Tries to get it in. Under 10 on the shot clock. Black drives baseline. Reverse layup. No good. Stacy with the rebound. Here comes Transy in transition.
Yeah, she had a great look down low. Just got a little bit too deep. Now a defensive miscommunication here leads to an open jumper. But it's been a cold streak here, to say the least, Clark, by the Transylvania Pioneers.
Transy only 2 points, Tony, here in the second half. He's rolling from 15 short. Worth looks to push.
Had a good look at it, too.
Getting into Thornton with excellent post position. Yeah. Way too deep and is able to finish.
She's going to hit that 9 out of every 10 times. We saw that in that first quarter. She had a good look from down low as well. Good defense there by Rowland, but just better offense from Transylvania.
Yeah, really nothing Rowland can do as she was just so far underneath the goal. Give credit to Thornton as a foul on the perimeter. There'll be a timeout. Let us tell you about the Morales Group. Our mission is building better futures one story at a time. We acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. Contact us at 317-472-7600. That's the Morales Group. And we also like to thank Piper Logistics. It's a group of logistical professionals dedicated on working together to provide our clients with the complete logistics in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Roll with us today and call at 317-396-1023. That is Piper Logistics. Tony, a big third quarter for Rose-Hulman. As they cut into this lead, it was 13 at halftime, 34-21. They're winning the third quarter by a score of 7-4. So continue to chip away. What would be a good goal for Rose-Hulman as they enter, as this quarter winds down and we get into quarter number 4?
Yeah, I think you want to just continue that momentum that started really around the 5:30 mark of that second quarter. They won the second half of that second quarter. So far off to a good start here in the third quarter. Continue to get good looks, whether that's Baum, whether that's Grace Rowland. Not allow Transylvania second chance opportunities. I think when you get to the end of the quarter here, if you're within 7, you're going to really start thinking you have a good chance.
Transy really establishing themselves on the boards. Are plus 11, leading Rose-Hulman 25-14. Let's see what Rose draws up after the timeout. Nice little overload with the fluid matchup defense able to go. Black drives and scores.
Little hesitation on the dribble. Got the defender in the air. Great job of a kiss off the glass there. And puts it in to cut it to an 8-point deficit, 38-30.
Good execution out of the timeout. There's a double high screen for Worth. Right inside to Thornton. They'll move it around the perimeter. 3 on the way, straight ahead. Off the side of the rim, no. And a great rebound by Shamba. Baum. Rose patient here in the half court. Good use of pass fakes to move the defense. Nice take by Black. No call. Reese gets it to Shamba and score.
And C. Clark, that's the high percentage looks that were not going in earlier in the first half for Rose-Hulman. Now within 6, they trail by as many as 20. And the Fighting Engineers upset-minded here, playing well in the third quarter.
They're fighting indeed as they get the ball in deep into Thornton. Can't get it to go. Shamba clears, and here comes Rose-Hulman.
The most impressive thing out of all of this when it comes to what Rose-Hulman has done is not allow Transylvania too many second chance opportunities. They've controlled the glass, which is a big key that you and I talked about to start the game.
3 on the way, no good. Shamba gets the rebound, goes up, and draws the foul.
I'll let you say it.
Shamba will go to the free throw line.
One of the best free throw shooters, certainly on this team, but definitely in the country as well.
Shamba averages 11.4 points per game and 7.4 rebounds. She will shoot 2 shots. Has 3 points to her credit so far. And she misses that one. You got to think water will find its level at some point.
No announcer jinx here. This one's going in. Splash. Oh.
In and out, no
Man.
good. Shamba misses them both.
2 good opportunities there to cut the lead down to 2 possessions. Still a 2-possession game here, 38-32. But points have been a premium in this third quarter for Transylvania.
Transy running their offense. Here's Stacy. She was hot in the first half, has 21. They get the ball inside the ball. Nice drop step, can't get it to go. They'll get the loose ball. Does Transy, they'll reset. Worth around the ball screen. They'll skip it over to Harris.
5 on the shot clock.
Harris drives, tip from behind.
I thought it might have went off of Transylvania there, the very last second.
It'll stay with Transy with 2:06 to go, 3 on the shot clock. So they got to go quick. Maybe look for a lob or something at the rim. Also, the danger of the person throwing an inbounds pass. Worth for three, back iron, no.
Good block by Gracie Rowland.
The shot clock went off, but
it hadn't
did hit the
reset.
rim.
Yeah.
So Transy with possession, under 2 to go. Stacy. Here's a drive by Harris.
Block. Bailout, man. Rose-Hulman just played about 52 seconds of great defense. Unfortunately, a couple bad bounces led to second chance opportunities. I thought that was a clean block there. Maybe got her with the body. But, man, that was 52 great seconds of defense for Rose-Hulman.
So Worth to the free throw line. She makes the first. Worth with 9 points, now has 10. And the lead back up to 8, 40 to 32. Randolph checks back in. Baum brings it down the court. They're going to isolate her on the side. They're going to call a 3-second violation. Something you seldom see. You got to clear yourself from the lane. Now we're under a minute and 25 left. Quarter 3. Transy on top, 8 with the ball. Here's Stacy drives. He'll kick out 3. Back iron, no. Worth gets the rebound. She'll kick it out to Harris again. To Worth. Throw it back out to the perimeter as Teal's in the game, giving Thornton a rest. 3-pointer.
Rebound.
Randolph gets it for Rose-Hulman.
Not enough time to think about a 2-for-1 here. You have to go quick.
Short corner, nice cut, rolling down the middle, draws the foul.
Great ball movement there, great extra pass, great cut. Couldn't quite finish it. Rowland can cut this to 6 points, and you may get one more quick offensive possession coming up here. So we talk about how important it is to finish off quarters, finish off halves, and Rose-Hulman's done a good job of that.
Also give credit to Gallegos Rodriguez right there. That pass came right in the short corner. She just turned and found a cutting Rowland who hits the second free throw. And substitutions. Thornton checks back into the game. 36.5 seconds left. The 30-second shot clock. Rose, they can get a defensive rebound.
Cruel and unusual punishment to walk Papa John's by us. Let us get a sniff of the piping hot za.
Smells delicious.
5-second differential here. You're going to have to play defense all the way through.
A little flex action by Transylvania here. Thornton with it. She'll try to drive. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 3 on the way. No good. Thornton with the rebound. Put back. Ooh, that's a tough one to give up.
Yeah, it comes at an unopportune time. Get in there.
Off.
Bank it.
Oh. Off the back of the iron and falls off the rim, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. Transylvania on top by 9 on RHIT.TV. Welcome back to Holbert Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Rose battling number 2 ranked Transylvania Pioneers. And they trail 42-33 as we get ready to enter quarter number 4. Tony, what's keys for Rose here as we get ready for the home stretch?
Man, that last possession, they played the second to last possession defensively. They played for about 52 seconds before giving up free throws. They gave up their first second chance bucket of the quarter there at the end, which gave Transylvania the 9-point lead. They're playing good. They're getting high percentage looks. They're playing defense. They're not allowing second chance opportunities, and they're turning over Transylvania. A little bit more of a sense of urgency here. Keep working that ball inside out, down low, and get bomb going again here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes Rose on the attack. Gets that Transy zone. Now looks like they've actually gone man-to-man here. And a 5-second call or a coach's timeout. They really got the 30-second timeout. Will give us an opportunity to let you know about Passion of Care. Don't miss this chance to turn your compassionate efforts into a rewarding experience. Learn more about SFC and ATTC today and embark on a journey of care and compensation. Call us at 317-537-1811. That's Passion of Care. Clark Chafin, Tony Donahue, Ben Wood, our producer. We got Eric Eaton and Savannah Simler on camera doing some fantastic work and giving you some great shots of this contest, individually scoring for Transylvania. Stacy with 21, Worth with 11, Thornton with 8, and Till with 2, and that's all. That Rose-Hulman defense been very good today. Meanwhile, scoring for Rose, Baum leads with 12, Rowland with 11, Black with 7, and Shamba with 3. So what uncharacteristic of Rose-Hulman, though, from the free throw line is they have missed 6 free throws. Normally an 80% free throw shooting team.
Yeah, I think when you look back at this one, they've done so many good things right, has the Fighting Engineers. The two things that kind of stick out is shooting a low percentage from high percentage places on the court. A lot of that came in the first half. And then obviously the free throw shooting, which is usually spot on for the Fighting Engineers. But need a couple buckets here. When that double team comes, you're going to have to come bail out your player, come closer to that, and Bomb with the 3 misses, but follows her shot and grabs the rebound.
Second chance for Rose-Hulman. They working around the perimeter. 3 on the way. No good, but taken out of there by Rowland. Good rotation. Diaz works it to Reese. Back to Diaz. Under 8 on the shot clock. Partially blocked by Ball, and Transy will come away with it.
Yeah, Reese ran down there amongst the trees and really learned firsthand the height that Transylvania has.
There's some flex action for Transylvania. The back screen, down screen. Ball will get it up top. She'll shoot a 3, and the whistle blows.
Was that on the shot, or was that? I think it's out of bounds. I think that it wasn't on the shot. I think it was fighting through a screen.
Yeah, I think foul's going to be called on Grace Rowland, trying to get over that screen.
Yeah.
To contest the shot by Ball. Rowland's second foul, team foul number 1 of this quarter.
I don't know who had those cookies that they were giving out, but those were excellent.
Nothing but the best hospitality here at Rose-Hulman.
Every time.
Every time. There's a drive by Stacy, and she's fouled.
We'll see if it's on Diaz. I believe that would be her 4th, and it is. I don't mind the foul there, though. You make her go earn it on the free throw line instead of having a wide-open layup. She has 4.
Diaz with 4 fouls.
It's kind of like, where do you go, though? Do you come in with some size? Because getting back defensively with Diaz out there and knowing what she does, she'll get a quick breather. I'd expect to see her back in here right around that 4-minute mark.
Kennedy Stacy, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, make it 5 for 5, and give her 22 points. In the lead, pushed back up to 10. Second one, no good.
I think it's this rim. I've seen a lot of spin outs on this rim down here.
Rowland comes away with the rebound. In the high post, stolen away by Thornton. She's going to go on the fast break. Black tries to contest, but Thornton with the finish and scores. It's now up to a 12-point lead. Mom over to Black. Mom driving left, cut off. Black 15-footer, good.
Yeah, and Grace Rowland had that shot the last time down if she would have just turned to the rim. Instead, she tried to quickly fire it over to Baum, and they got picked off. It became a little bit too predictable there. But they have that mid-range jumper whenever they want, and a nice job there by Black to knock it down.
There's a
let it go.
Pass out of bounds. It looked like Wright had the defender sealed, but couldn't get up to that lob pass. And a turnover. Here comes Rose-Hulman, down 10 with the ball. 7:30 left. Baum pulls up from 15, no good.
Great save right to Grace Rowland to put it in.
How about Sophia Reese? That's the second time her hustle in the paint has earned a basket.
Within 8 here, I believe that's the closest they've been in this second half. Can they string together some stops?
Worth with it overhead. Again, the lob. Shamba plays it beautifully on the help side. Knocks it away with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Again, you've defended well here again. Shot clock kind of in your favor. Don't allow a bucket after playing, 25-plus seconds of great defense.
5 seconds. Here's a drive. Scooped and scores. Sydney Wright.
Too easy there. Got the screen. No help on the back end.
And really, they got a shot with 1 second left on the clock, so excellent execution by the Pioneers. Reese drives, cut off. They throw it back out to Baum. Baum drives, and there's going to be a foul. That looks like on Sadie Worth.
If I'm Baum here, I just kind of got to look and say, look, I'm going to need to take over here. I'm going to need to get to the rim. I'm going to need to get myself to the free throw line. I'm going to need to push the tempo here. 6:32 to go. Down 10, not out of it. But can you keep up that great defensive intensity without giving up late in the shot clock baskets like they've done in the last 2 possessions?
Deflection as Shamba tried to throw it out of there. Worth down the lane, takes some contact and scores. And again, they push it back up. Now it's a 12-point lead.
Yeah, that's excellent basketball. We should cut that tape and show. You don't worry about the contact. You worry about finishing the layup, and if the contact comes, great, but you want to worry about finishing. All she was thinking about and looking at was the back of that backboard to put it in.
Baum gets some space, can't get it to fall. You wonder if she's getting a little tired, Tony, being out there and logging so many minutes.
Yeah,
Worth attacks, can't get it to go, and Randolph with the rebound.
Yeah, Baum was a little off balance there. Her right leg was behind her. That made the shot come up just a bit short.
Thornton blocks the three-point attempt. Kennedy Stacy comes away with it. And the Pioneers with possession. Ball on top, being guarded closely by Gallegos Rodriguez. Stacy runs it down, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here goes Worth with Thornton. She's going to try to drive on Shamba. Didn't get it to go.
Push it. You got numbers. If you're Baum, you should push this basketball. Finds the open player, but just the length and the size getting back there. And Miller returned to sender.
Deja Thornton on the block as Black thought she had an open 7-footer. Transy now again with possession. Worth gets the handoff. Ball step back, 3, gets it. Lakin Ball, a 5th-year senior, from Woodrow Wilson High School in Beckley, West Virginia, drills the three, and it's 52-37. We'll take a break and come back for the last 4:38 here at Rose-Hulman.
So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. I really grew a lot being as part of the team. Last year, through Rose Rocketry, I was able to attend SED's Space Vision 2022, which was a student conference for people who want to get involved in space. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to so many people within the space industry who come together and say, this is what the next goals for space are. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
Clark Chafin, Tony Donahue, Ben Wood, Savannah Simler, Eric Eaton bringing you this contest. As Transylvania looks to make their 48th straight win today and break UConn's 47 game win streak. They are on top 52-37 with 4:38 to play. Rose-Hulman, Tony, the big story here in quarter number 4. 2 of 9 from the field. That's 22%. You got to wonder if those legs are a little bit tired after always trying to come back and get within single digits and cut into this deficit.
Yeah, and they've threatened to, they had us at 6 at one point in the third quarter, but Transylvania kind of stretching their muscle here, showing their size, showing their strengths.
Rollins gets the rebound off the black miss. They're going to call the foul on the floor. It's only going to be Transy's second team foul, as it's going to be on Sydney Wright. It's her first foul.
Good one coming up after this as well, with the boys welcoming in Transylvania on this doubleheader here on RHIT.TV. Excited for that one.
Yeah, Transy men's team is ranked first in the HCAC as well. They come in with a record of 11-3 and 6-1 on the conference. Rose-Hulman men 5-9, 3-4 in the conference. So we'll bring that to you following this game.
Yeah, I expect Transylvania here in this final 4 minutes. We have a 5-second call, so great defensive pressure there put on by Ashley Black. But yeah, I fully expect Transylvania here get deep into the shot clock, kind of control the pace, control the time. But this has been a valiant effort here for Rose-Hulman. Obviously not the best of second quarters, not the best of fourth quarters here, but they've played well here throughout the afternoon, and just too many three balls, I think, from Transylvania.
And Transy comes up with the steal. Another Rose turnover. And they'll bring it down the court. Stacy tries to lob it into Thornton. It's knocked out of bounds. It's a couple of times they've tried that little lob clear out. But Rose has defended it really well.
Yeah, and Transylvania, a team that stayed in Bloomington last night, driving up from Lexington, Kentucky, and well on their way for a 48th consecutive time, notching a W in the win column.
Traveling call, good defense by Rowland and Baum. Double team on Thornton. Rose on the attack.
And look, you're down 15. What you can learn in this last 3 minutes is what works for us. Can we get a couple open looks? Can we gain some confidence? Right there, Grace Rowland, another three ball in the corner.
Her third corner three. And she's able to knock it down. Trims the lead to 12. Stacy with the ball. Three on the way, off the back iron, no, but the long rebound was ran down by Kennedy Stacy, and the shot clock now at 15. Right into the post. We're going to throw Grace Rowland on the foul.
Yeah, she knew it too. She knew that she brought the arms down a little bit over the back call there. It was the right call.
Teal in the post. She'll get a breather. Lakin Ball checks back in. That's the third foul on Rowland. Third team foul for Rose-Hulman. There's the lob to Thornton. Catches it above. As soon as she brings it below her waist, here comes the guards. Three on the way. No good. Rowland with the rebound.
Nice job by Grace to get there, get the rebound, keep the ball above her shoulders, and kick it out.
Black with the ball to Baum. She'll drive left, run into a tough defender in Lakin Ball, and the shot challenged is missed, and it's rebounded by Transy.
Yeah, just a tough force shot there, trying to get something going, trying to get this back to a single-digit deficit.
Ball runs it down.
Jump, jump, jump. Ooh, I thought she had her hand on the ball. Could be wrong.
There's fouls on Ashley Black. That's her third foul. And that puts Transy in the bonus on the next foul, so they'll take it out of bounds. 1:54 remaining. Thornton, 15-foot line. Here comes the flex cut. Sydney drives.
Yeah, I think if you're Tranny here, you take your Transy, you take literally as much time as you can. You don't want any momentum going Rose-Hulman's way with the three ball. Nice block there by Rowland. Now you got to push. Time's not on your side.
Black in transition will attack the basket.
And one.
Score.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call her for a charge. I thought she was underneath the restricted area.
And we got a T. Assistant coach Rose-Hulman runs down all the way past the bench, slams the table over there. She's walked away. I thought it was a bit of a flop. I think she was falling backwards before the contact came. And then we see the assistant coach run off, smack the table. I don't think Coach Paul saw that. But yeah, you can't do that. You certainly can't do that.
I don't doubt. I thought Ball was there in plenty of time. What I wasn't sure of is, did she establish position outside that defensive arc?
Yeah, and I thought that she was moving backwards before the contact really came.
So technical foul issued to the Rose bench. So Sadie Worth will go to the free throw line. Worth has 13 points. She is 3 for 3.
Just emotions, right? You got a chance to maybe do something that nobody's been able to do in over 2 years is knock off Transylvania. You had a lot of great opportunities, whether it was good looks down low or defensive stops. But Transylvania, they're showing you why they're number 2 in the country. Both free throws missed. But you take 2 off the board. And now at this point with 1:29 to go for both teams, defend without fouling, keep emotions in check. It's been a long afternoon. Baum looks a little bit fired up right here, coming with the defensive full court pressure. So just keep those emotions in check. Play good defense. Maybe come down and get a 3 and start playing that foul game if you're Rose-Hulman.
Worth with the ball. 20 on the shot clock. Right to Worth. Shot fake and drive. Little pull up. 12-footer. Nice shot by Sadie Worth.
Little double pump there and puts it in. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
54-40. Minute remaining.
Yeah, and I really didn't see from Rose-Hulman here late too much sense of urgency, right? They kind of were passing the balls, kind of in their same sets that they've been in.
Yeah, they struggled this quarter shooting the ball, making shots. As we said earlier, they were 2 of 9 from the field. As they miss there, that miss brings their shooting percentage to 23%. They're 3 of 13. As a foul on the perimeter will send Lakin Ball to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, up 14, low-scoring game. Points have been a premium for both sides. Defensively, both teams have played really well.
Reese will check in for Black. She will go to the bench. And Lakin Ball makes her first free throw.
And Transylvania will clear the bench here.
Line change. All 5 reserves will come in. Ball's second free throw is good. And let's see, we have coming in Samantha Commelson, Mari Flores, McLean Murphy, and Reagan Barrett, and Aubrey Littlejohn check in. It's a foul in the post by Grace Rowland. Rowland will go to the free throw line. Barrett picks up the foul. Rolling to the free throw line. She leads Rose in scoring tonight, or this afternoon, with 16 points. And she has 6 rebounds, give her 17 points on the make.
A lot of positives, though, for Rose-Hulman that you can take from this. Look, it's good to have a measuring stick up against a team that you know is one of the best in the country, certainly the best in the conference. Moving on to their 40, another win here. We're moving on to their 48th consecutive win. A lot to see here. Look, they knocked down a lot of three-pointers. That's more than what Rose-Hulman usually does. They played really good defense. They didn't allow a lot of points in the paint to a team in Transylvania that definitely outsizes them, especially in the height category.
Tori Scales and Columbia Rodriguez is in the game for Rose as we wind down the last 10 seconds. Transy content just to run it out. And that'll do it. Our final score, Transylvania will take this contest 56-42. Tony, final thoughts?
Yeah, just impressive. 48 consecutive wins. That breaks UConn's college basketball women record, 4 consecutive victories. They did it by being patient offensively, defending well, getting in those passing lanes, knocking down second chance opportunities. A great effort here by Rose-Hulman, but Transylvania just a little bit too much and winning their 48 straight.
Grace Rowland, 18 points for Rose. Kennedy Stacy leading the way for Transylvania with 22. That'll do it for our first game, but we'll see you in a little while, folks. Don't forget to come back in about 20 minutes as we'll get men's action between Rose-Hulman and Transylvania. We're excited to bring that to you. We'll see you in a little bit here on RHIT.TV. Our final score, Transy 56, Rose 42.